And welcome back, Tankers. This is Mr. Kassarian, and today we are looking at a mission that has given just about everyone a lot of grief. Stormy Winter. Alright. Now, I don't think we're going to do that Stormy Winter. I think we're going to look for another one. Yeah. That's the M60. I will show you that eventually. Here we go. Stormy Winter, victory, high damage. So let's take a look at this. I am in this mission playing my LAV 300, so this is on medium. Right. So let's take a look, shall we? Now, Stormy Winter is one of my least and most favorite maps for a bunch of different reasons. It is a difficult map. It requires you to know what you're doing and to understand how this map's mechanic works. The basic mechanic on this map is that the center cap zone, the very center cap zone, will spawn lots of enemies. Okay?
Black Company, the NPAA shot. There's critical. Get over there.
So after we have a bit of a accident here, then I switch back to myself. We're going driving. Now, I'm in an LAV 300 for this match, and I'm high tier here. So what we're going to do is we're going to drive up. I'm starting to slow down here. I'm looking for shots. We have a lot of spotted targets. Found some shots. Missed a shot. I'm in an LAV, though, so I don't care, because I have a lot more shots I can put down range. A lot more shots I can put down range. My rate of fire is ridiculous. I'm an LAV 300. Now, I'm starting to kind of growl at the other players right now because no one's pushing up. And that's irritating the daylights out of me. I'm thinking that T62 may not pop into existence for a little while, so let's ignore that and keep moving this way. And this is actually generally how I play this map when I'm in my... And I don't know what I'm waiting for here. I'm waiting... There we go. Waiting for that shot to get lined up, apparently. This is how I do this. I go all the way along the India line, the I line. And I keep following the I line south. Excuse me, I keep following the I line west. I know how this works. Until I hit about line 1 or line 2. And then I turn north. And I'm doing that a little bit early on this map. And actually, this time the reason I'm doing it is because no one's going after these secondaries, and I really need... Someone needs to get these secondaries. So there we go. Now, this puts me in a great position, because I'm flanking them.
Do not let them expand into this
now,
area.
I have a bit of trouble driving this wheeled vehicle today. And I'm getting that target there, that secondary. And now I'm driving up. And it's a good thing I waited, because there is an enemy main battle tank. And I missed that shot. I reload that shot. And now I'm getting some damage. I don't get any pen there. But again, I don't care. I keep putting rounds down range all day long. Thank you very much. There we go. I got the kill. So now that I'm flanking, I'm going to start pushing up. And I'm going to start firing on enemy vehicles that I can see here. Pop one. Now, I'm actually in a position here where the M60 was actually firing over me. His main gun was actually on top of my front hull when he fired that shot. So, yeah, alright. So I'm signaling, hey, someone who's not me. Alright, and the Scorpion Warman is like, yeah, sure. Alright, I'll go take care of that. Alright, so we now just got a hostile spot, and I'm trying to figure out where he's appearing because he's flickering. There, we see him now. I'm like, yep, that is not in my line of fire. So, I'm going to keep pushing for it. I don't have a line, I'm not getting lines of fire on these guys. That's fine. It doesn't matter to me.
Good work. You've gone above and beyond.
Okay, so someone just went to the enemy base. And you're going to see what happens in a couple seconds. Notice my driving just changed. And I'm like, well, this is going to hurt. And that did hurt. I kill him. Now, you'll notice that there are spawns starting. And I need to not be where I'm sitting right now. And I'm deciding, you know what? Hi. Hi, M60. Hi. They're going to spawn in this ditch, too, where I'm sitting right now. I take a hit. I take a hit from that M41. Things are getting crazy. I take another hit. If you notice, I'm driving until I reload, and then I'm stopping to fire. I'm trying not to get hit. I'm in a tank destroyer. And then there's a BMD-1 in front of me. And I kill him before he can kill me. Because he could kill me. He has the capability to do so. I have very little armor on this vehicle, and I could just keep driving. So now I'm like, okay, I need to push, and I need to support the rest of my team. The north is pretty much hammered down. Let's go start pushing south to wipe these guys out. And I'm pulling back now. Then take a second shot. 12 kills so far. So now we're pulling up some more. If you notice, none of this happened until someone wandered into that cap circle. As soon as someone wandered into that cap circle, and now there's another spawn wave. Look at that. Okay, that's my 13th kill. And there are a lot more tanks spawning. I got hit by something. I don't even know what I got hit by. I'm hoping they add the ability to have the damage replay on your screen while you do this. I'm shooting at someone. Oh, well then. T-72 Euro, but we lost our T-64. Uh-oh. I get the Scorpion for my 15th kill and my Destroyer medal. And we're pushing up again. There's another T-64. I put a round on him for a lot of damage, and we win.
Our extraction team's heading in from town.
That
They'll be there shortly. Thank you.
Was hairy. That was actually a very difficult fight. It didn't really look it in the replay, but that was actually a very, very difficult fight for us. And it was a lot of nerve-wracking crazy. Okay? That was just a lot of difficult maneuvering, fighting, turning, get out of the way, get back in, try and flank them. And that gives you a pretty good idea of how to fight it with an MBT, with a tank destroyer. What I was really trying to do there was get up to the north. So we're going to watch another video, another recording. In my Typhoon 2. Now, I don't remember if I survived this one or not. I think I do. I think I do. That's the important thing. I think I survived this mission, but I'm not entirely certain. So let's take a look at Stormy Winter in the Typhoon 2. The Typhoon 2 is a tank destroyer at Tier 6. It is a premium, and it doesn't have a turret. So if you play World of Tanks, it's a lot like those turretless tank destroyers that the Germans and some later US tanks have. No turret. No turret means you have to be very, 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 very careful about how you position yourself. I'm also high tier, and we only have one MBT, 2 Sheridans, and a Centauro B1 tank destroyer. So we have 2 TDs, 2 light tanks, and 1 MBT, and that's a Chieftain. Alright? And it doesn't look like he has the applique. I can't really tell from this angle, but I don't think he has the applique on his tank. So that's a problem. Now you notice I do have this like camo painting, because I like to camo paint my premiums, because they're premiums, so why not? Alright, so we're going to wait until we tick down for start. Any second now. Let's speed this up a little bit.
Black Company. The NPAA shot down one of our choppers, and they're closing in on them.
So we're rolling forward.
Intel in there that we
the Sheridan's going to branch off to the side. That's fine. The problem is I don't really have anyone to scout for me. I have pretty good vision range, and I'm pretty quick. You'll notice I'm pushing 70 kph right now. The issue, however, is going to be I don't have a turret. So when I want to traverse my gun more than the 25 degrees you see there, I have to traverse my entire tank to do it. And that makes this sort of map very difficult for me. I don't know why I don't turn to fire at these guys, but I just don't yet. And I kind of wiggle my way around here. Ow. And I don't get the hit. There we go. That's some nice 549 points of damage on him. And I get the kill. thing has good damage, good firepower. It just has no armor and no turret. That's a problem. You can see my gun slewing around as I'm trying to find targets here. I know there's a BMD-1 to my left, but I just don't think I see him. I think I'm waiting on that Type 80 or the 2AV. That's a nope. That's a yes. So I smack him for some nice 500 points of damage there. And I kill him. And I'm reloading now. That's a nope. I'm having trouble hitting, apparently, in this game. There we go. I get a hit on that stingray. Someone gets a hit on me, but it doesn't matter much. I'm waiting to see if we get more spawns here, and I don't think we do. I think it pretty much just goes. So I'm swinging around, and I'm starting up my typical line. I'm like, oh, Leopard 2. Do I have a line on any of you? I went for about a second there. Ooh, MBT-70. Can I get you? Not out. Nope. And missile goes out. And I get the MBT-70 killed. So we're swinging back, and we're going to head back down the road here. There are other enemy tanks here. I'm thinking, well, I can put some fire on these guys. I was waiting for my aim circle to reduce there, and now I have to swing my tank again. But again, this is city fighting. You know, it's hard for this type of tank to engage in this sort of city fight. And I'm looking for a target. I'm just looking for a target. I find one of that Type 69-2. Now the Leopard 2's come in range. I think this is the point that Sheridan wanders right across my field of fire. I think we're going to lose that Sheridan in a couple seconds here. Yep, there goes the Sheridan. And I get the Type 69-2. But I don't get that Leopard 2. Now, Spenny 506, that chieftain, is playing smart. He's not getting into a brawl in there. Now, I'm set up here, and I'm just going to keep firing shots in. And I'm waiting to see what that Type 69-2 does right here. I'm like, yep, alright, fine. And our chieftain gets a shot on him. So now I'm going to follow Siege 1 Siege 1 CJ, also known as Siege 1 Charlie Juliet, and I'm going to follow him up the left side again, because that's what I do. Now, it's a little harder on this map, because unless they come out into this line, I have a hard time shooting them. And they're about to do that. Thank you. You gave me some nice side armor there. And I'm having issues with overturning the tank. This thing has some very twitchy hull traverse. And now we're going to push up. So you can see the Chieftain and the Centauro know what they're doing. The Sheridan, I think, is off hunting secondaries at this point. So we're all going to push up north, and I don't know why this does that from time to time. I think I was having some lag issues at some point. Yeah, that's probably why I'm jumping around a bit. And we're going to continue to push up. I'm just ignoring that secondary. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here and say hello to the B-1 Centauro. And this, if you are an AFV, a tank destroyer, or a light tank, this is where you want to stick yourself.
Good work. You've gone above and beyond, and I'll make sure you're rewarded for it.
You have a good oversight of the cap zone. Your enemies are going to spawn right in that ditch in front of you. And this is a good place to sit. And we're just trying to make ourselves comfortable here. And you're going to see a message come out in a second from someone asking us if we are all ready. I believe it's the Chieftain who asks us if we're all ready. Eventually. He'll ask. So the chieftain's finding a good spot. And I comment that you can definitely tell the tank destroyer players have done this map a couple times. And someone just triggered the spawn. So we got spawns coming in now. There's a stingray there. I'm going to kill him on the follow-up shot. I'm going to swing my turret again, hull again. The Centauro thinks that's funny. And now we're going to wait. We know there are more spawns coming. There are only 4 of us here. So we got some targets there, including a Sheridan. I'm going to try and put fire on him. I manage it. There's a Bagel off to our left. We both missed the Bagel. We both shoot at the Bagel. I get the kill first. You can see I actually fire a bit faster. Now, here's where we split targets. You can tell we're not on TeamSpeak or anything because theoretically we should have both started aiming at the same targets here, but we don't. And now we're looking for things to shoot. He's actually having an easier time of this because I have to turn my entire body to fire at these targets. Okay, now we got more spawns starting. I ignore the Bagel. The M44 is my bigger target. He takes out the Bagel. I take out the M41. We both rotate. And I take out that one. You can see we're both just wrecking. I mean, the two of us in this position have a great line of fire. I miss the shot. I believe the Centauro gets the shot. And I get an AFK kick warning for some unknown reason to me. It's not like I'm not firing every minute or two. Obsidian, you might want to fix that. But you can see, this mission is easily manageable. We're just kind of staring at that going, excuse me. There we go, and that's
Good
GG.
work. Our extraction team's heading in from town, and they'll be there shortly. Thank you.
So that's how you do Stormy Winter in a tank destroyer. You saw 2 different examples of how to do Stormy Winter in ATD. And that is in general how to do Stormy Winter. Your MBTs stay in the center and get mixed up in that huge brawl, or they start off with the tank destroyers and then roll back down into the city. EFVs, TDs, and anything else that's a support vehicle, they stay up on that hill and just lob shells into fire all day long. That's all they do. Okay? Okay. So, Stormy Winter is not an impossible map. It is a hard map. It is a challenging map for you to do. But it is not impossible as long as you're paying attention. And for the love of all that's good and holy, do not trigger that cap circle until the rest of your team is ready to go. Because the fastest way to lose that map is if you have people out of position sitting, and you have tank destroyers down south, you have MBTs who don't have their backs covered yet, you have IFVs, infantry fighting vehicles, who are running around inside the city at that point, you will lose. You saw how many enemies respawned. You saw how many kills we both got. Myself and that Centauro both got in that match. We both almost did. I think he did 14, I did 13 kills. Another 7 kills on that Chieftain. Another 6 kills. That's a lot of tanks. That's a lot of tanks. So keep that in mind. You have to be careful and make sure that everyone is positioned right and everyone is ready before you go running off and triggering that cap. Okay? If you all remember that and you all do that, you can beat this map on medium, you can beat it on hard. Just keep that in mind. Don't derp out and just wander through that cap circle before everyone's ready. And certainly don't wander through that cap circle if you still have enemies spawning on the field from the initial spawns on that map, because you will die. You will just get outnumbered, overrun, swamped, and murdered. Okay? So, takeaway lessons. 1. Wait until the entire first wave of spawns, so that entire group that you start fighting in the beginning of the map, wait until they are all dead. 2. Wait until the secondaries have been taken care of. 3. Get your squishy vehicles. Those might be tank destroyers, armored fighting vehicles, or infantry fighting vehicles, artillery, light tanks who don't want to be in this middle of it. Even some of the squishier main battle tanks. All right, let them get to the top of that hill. Let them get onto that hill and get them into a safe position. MBTs, you guys can either stay in the cap area and duke it out in there if you're something like this tank, a Challenger, or you can pull back onto that hill and then assault back into the city. Then you send one of your fast tanks in, you have him trigger that cap circle, and have him drive the heck out, and just get out of there and regroup. And then you deal with the spawns. If you follow that sequence, this map is not a problem. You will win. If you ignore that, you will die. So, this has been Mr. Kassarian. I hope this has helped. I hope people will use this information to actually, not play like an idiot in this map. I don't hold out overly much hope. But you could try. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Mr. Kassarian. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, good hunting.